And it wasn't just from playing DDR. Over the past 2 years, I dropped from ranging 185 to 190 to between 173 and 180. And I'm probably close to 180 now because I haven't been doing much as far as working out. Mainly because when I get home from work and I work retail, so it's still kind of a workout, but it's not, intense. So I'm not like burning a significant amount of calories. I'm just, working retail. When I get home from work, I basically eat, sleep, and play video games on PS4. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic. I haven't really started measuring my garlic out, but I think maybe about a teaspoon of garlic. It's probably about a clove or a clove and a half. I'm gonna just sprinkle some of this in here. And I love garlic. I love garlic a lot. If this were a beef stew or chicken curry, any other pasta dish, like a red pasta dish, I'd be using probably a fifth or a sixth of this bottle just, to saute with like onions or vegetables or whatever else I use in such a dish. But my mac and cheese, I feel like a lot of the flavor doesn't need to get lost in garlic, but it's nice to have. And then, again, I just use garlic, and that's minced garlic. Like, I've never even used garlic powder in my mac and cheese up until recent. I do have a text message to answer, so once I get this all in, let's see, what else do I have? I have the paprika and I have a little more sharp cheddar to add. What I'm gonna do is grab my dish that's currently buried under like 70 other dishes. So conveniently buried. Why? Literally why? This is... Here we go. Let's get these out. Don't need either of those. Alright. So kind of like a potluck dinner. Nice big 13 by 9 baking dish. I prefer to use glass because it's easier to get all of the mac and cheese out when you're scooping it. But a lot of the times I have to use an aluminum tray, which is still pretty good, but you see a little more left over afterwards because you don't want to be scraping aluminum along with the mac and cheese. A lot of people don't realize that it's a peacock. I'm dead serious, there's a peacock outside my window. We have about 30 or so, give or take. Let's see if I can get a little candid of this peacock outside for you guys. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's a peacock. That's totally a peacock, 100%. We have those in Oregon. And it's just one neighborhood, I think. It's just this neighborhood. So yeah. Yes, a glass baking dish and you really don't have to do anything to it except clean it. So now, with all of my cheeses, all of my milk, cream, my spices, well, most of my spices, there's one more to go in. I feel like this could use a little more black pepper, honestly. So I'm gonna add some more black pepper. Not too much more, but enough so the flavor is there and it makes a bit of a difference in visual aesthetics. So right now it just looks like a mess. When it's done, I promise I will be taking a picture and posting it. I can definitely smell the garlic right now, which is good. Let's get all the good stuff out, or in, rather. More cheese, more cheese, more cheese. I'm gonna have to spread this a little even. It's super thick. It's really creamy. So right now this is what it looks like. Cream still needs to settle, even out, and then got the pasta, more cheese, cheese on top. And when this bakes, everything basically, I mean it bakes, but everything kind of like caramelizes. I mean, you've got the flavor of the sugar, you've got a little more sugar in probably the pasta, the milk itself. You get just like that nice crust along the top, along the edges, and then everything bakes, like the milk and some of the cheese actually bake into the pasta. And I use a spiral pasta, so everything gets mixed in between the grooves of the spiral pasta itself. I'm gonna add a little more shredded cheddar across the top. Sprinkle a little bit across the top so that we have a nice cheesy crust. And then this is going to go back in the refrigerator. I am done with you. My roommate's probably going to have a ball. Probably going to have a ball with this. So I'm just going to leave this there for her. Hey, Marcus! Thank you for the follow, dude. Definitely seeing you around. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the follow. Currently making my homemade baked mac and cheese for a Thanksgiving party later on. So what I'm doing now is sprinkling